In this video, I will walk you through the process of collecting data for your hurricane and tropical storm correlation sheet. So, the first thing that you will want to notice about your sheet is that it has three different tabs down on the bottom here. You have a charts, you have a frequency, and you have a wind speed. And we're going to be looking at each of those for each of the following areas: the Atlantic, East Pacific, and the West Pacific. So, hopefully you already have a copy of this. If you have not yet made a copy, say File, Make a Copy. You'll have your own. Then you will click on our actual data stuff over here. So the easiest way to do this is to have two different things open in two different windows like this. Wham. And for me, I'm going to take a look at the date. Right now it's 2014 when I'm recording this. Which means I'm going to use the 2013 data. So I'm going to go to Atlantic, take a look at 2013 and click here, and we'll see a screen that looks like this. So the first thing I'm going to collect about Atlantic weather data is going to be down here. And the first thing I'm going to do is look at frequency. If we look at my chart over here, I'm in my frequency tab. And the first thing I notice about this is that there's nothing happening in January. There are no tropical storms or tropical depressions or hurricanes in January. So I'm going to say 0 for that. There's also nothing for February. I'm going to put in a 0 over here. There's nothing for March, 0 there. April, 0 there. May, 0 there. In June, it looks like we have something. So there are 2 June events, 1, 2. So all I'm going to do is put in 2 for June. Bam. So that's what my first bit will look like. I could keep going and go through the rest of these, but I'm actually just going to move straight on to the wind. So we did frequency right there, which is the number of events that occurred. Now we're going to move to wind. So this one's also a little tricky. The first thing I notice again is that there's nothing that occurred in January, 0. February, nothing. March, nothing. April, nothing. May, nothing. And then in June, there are 2 events, 1, 2, which had winds of 55 and 40. And for this wind speed graph, we're looking for just the max speed for that month. For this one, it's between 55 and 40. 55 is higher, so I'm going to use the 55. When we start moving to ones that have more than 2 events, we'll look at like September, for instance. You'll choose the highest wind speed there. Cool. So that's what your chart should look like. So use your frequency tab and your wind speed tab, and you're going to look at the number of hurricanes happening in that area at that time, and then the number of tropical storms, depressions, and hurricanes that are occurring here, and the wind speeds that are going to be occurring here. Cool. Got it done.